So, how's it going, everybody? And so it looks like we're witnessing the impossible right here. The market cap has managed to climb up a couple billion. Bitcoin has shown us that it is relatively stable at that 3,500 mark, which is pretty exciting, not going to lie. I'm sure you can hear the excitement in my voice. This has been a pretty interesting time. First of all, let's check out, this tweet by verified account Pump pretty much says it all. Wyoming passes 3 blockchain bills. SEC reviewing ETF. Apple with supply chain blockchain. Morgan Creek secures public pensions. Lumberberg passes digital security logs. So take that for what it's worth. Moving right along with those crypto mass adoption signs. And when we want to talk about buying pizza with your Bitcoin, some sort of bullshit article there, but still clickbaity enough to get the attention of some normies who I'm sure might catch their eye. Maybe they'll buy some Bitcoin, pump it up a little bit. Who knows what the purpose of bullshit articles like these are. Anyways, Africa and Middle East crypto and blockchain news roundup, 9th and 15th February 2019. This is the sort of news that you guys subscribe to this channel for. How can I protect my cryptocurrencies from Indian hackers? I'd imagine is what you mean by that. Well, there's really nothing you can do other than putting your crypto on some sort of hard drive. Get your stuff off of the exchanges. Get your cryptos safe and sound on some sort of Tether or whatever, what have you. Crypto and blockchain news. I think these developing countries are definitely going to run circles around the West, in particular, when it comes down to these developments, because really, when you look at it, the fact of the matter, cold storage. The fact of the matter is, the America and all these different countries, they have their own systems in place that are perfectly functioning fine, which is really going to work to their own downfall. The fact of the matter is that these regulations and stuff that are the driving force behind the success of a lot of these different countries that manage to, in parts of the world that have managed to be dominant up until this point, is going to actually in the technological revolution that we're undergoing right now, probably serve to have a reverse effect that I think remains to be all too prevalent. Especially so when we want to talk about mass adoption, it's really going to take place in places like the Middle East and Africa. It's just the fact of the matter is. So of course, because the fact of the matter is that they're literally, their infrastructure will be the infrastructure of the future, whereas in, say, the States, for example, they're going to have to overcome the limitations of the previous infrastructure, and at the same time implement and sort of the layman might perceive this to be a advantage, but at the same time it will pretty much be the Achilles heel. So I don't know where all you guys are from. Where are you guys from? Let me see some geographical locations in the chat. I'd really like to see that for just my own purposes of just knowing where my audience is located. But I think you guys get the picture. We've got some people from San Antonio, Australia, Belgium, Atlanta. So we've got a pretty California, Wales, Scotland. So we've got a pretty Canada. We've got a pretty good demographic here of Ireland, of people who are pretty much gathered so that we could pretty much get in the Netherlands. See, so we're a pretty diverse YouTube channel here. We're kind of the best minds from all around the world coming together to analyze the cryptocurrency space and come to the best conclusions as to pretty much every comment on here is a completely different geographical location, in the world. So hats off to you guys. I have no idea why you're subscribed to my channel, but hell, I'm happy to have you guys here. Personally, I'm in Massachusetts, so I don't think anybody in this chat has said that they're from Massachusetts, but hell, I'll take it. Jersey, Jerusalem. Yep. So we've got somebody from everywhere. And personally, I mean, I'd say that people like you yourself, being from Jerusalem, you sort of have an upper hand on those of us who are from the States, just due to the regulation and all these different things. A person from Cape Cod is pretty much close to me. So, we've got a pretty good grasp on. So, why do I bring this up? Well, we actually have, run a pretty interesting poll. This isn't it. We ran a poll, all right, on my channel. That was basically putting out the question to you guys. That basically I want to know. Hold on. I want to know where the bottom is. I've been aching to know. That's bullshit. Yeah, I want to know where is the bottom, right? So I put out this poll, and overwhelmingly, I mean, out of 112 votes, we've got people saying we're gonna go up from here. I mean, I know this is just random survey of just the people who subscribe to this channel, but and then of course we've got this comment right here saying 0 thumbs up to that guy, just for giving us the brutally honest truth. According to this commenter right here, apparently we are all screwed, ladies and gentlemen. We're just sitting around waiting for Bitcoin to go to 0. But honestly, I am not the smartest person in the world, and I'm pretty much I'm happy that I have that sort of saving stupidity. That's something that's going to, I think, make me very wealthy in the future, because if Bitcoin was going to 0, right, I would be filling my bags so quickly you would have no idea. I think, yeah, we saw plenty of people who were looking at the that poll and saying that it would go up from here. Hello, Edward Park, a moderator on this channel from Original Mod Squad. And I'd say I hope it goes up from here, but at the same time, I would really like to see it get a little bit more messy. Personally, I want some more dirt in the water. I would really like to see like $1,000 Bitcoin. That would be pretty juicy, because then I could buy like 10 of them, and still be able to pay my rent. From Texas, this person right here, that's incredible. Yeah, so we've got a pretty good survey of people from all around the world, and the general consensus now, according to our little community, being that the crypto space might have yeah, I'm not here to spread FUD. I'm here to give you guys, I mean, what kind of information do you guys want to check out? I'm personally, I think that we could be expecting a pretty big move from this point forward, but hell, what do I know, right? What does anybody know? All I can do is look at the same information that you guys have access to. So Craig Wright, tells CTC. on February 15th. Wow, that's a hilarious meme right there. Anyways, Greg Waite submitted a comment to the United States Commodity Futures Trading Commission. He testified that he is Satoshi Nakamoto and seemed to attack Ethereum. I think we found Satoshi Nakamoto, everybody. 59%. So I think that from here on out, what I'm doing is I'll be filling my bags with plenty of the lower priced cryptos here. I mean, the sale is coming to an end, ladies and gentlemen. Walmart is ringing, they're on the intercom right now, and they're telling us that the store is closing. It's a once in a lifetime sale where everything at Walmart has been on sale for a significant amount of time. Like, imagine if Walmart opened up its doors and they're like, everything here is $1. Like, Walmart is the Dollar Tree, for lack of a better term. So you could walk up and down the aisles and you could buy whatever they sell at Walmart. Hold on one second. So imagine you could buy whatever you wanted. What's a Walmart? I don't think anybody in the chat is living under a rock where you don't know what a Walmart is. So Walmart, ladies and gentlemen. I know I kind of went off track right there for a second, but I mean, it's the sale of the century right here. I mean, the fact of the matter is that when these prices are finally going through the roof, I think people are going to be feeling pretty salty when they could have easily acquired their favorite crypto for such a modest sum of $3,736. Yeah, Digibyte, definitely interesting. Many in Australia and the rest of the world have never heard of Walmart. I know. That's strange. Yep, lots of sale and sub-trading and prices getting forced down, stocks up. What about those folks over at Apollo? Yeah, I think Apollo is an interesting crypto. 3,650, never again. I mean, if it keeps going up from here, I guess we've all just got to deal with what we have. The problem that I find with the crypto space is, like, you get so used to it being this cheap, and then the price goes up, and then you're like waiting for it to go down again, and then you end up pretty much stuck in a loop where you're just watching the price go up, and you know, it's one of those things. So it's something to watch out for. That should have a name in and of itself, because, you know, they have FOMO, which encapsulates the common fear of missing out, and then they have the HODL, which of course you all know, but they don't really have a saying for what it is when you're addicted to the prices where they are. but they're, because a lot of these FOMO and stuff like that are really holdovers from the stock, like they're sayings that were invented to refer to stocks, but I don't think that the space has been able to update at the as fast, the mentality and all these different things, because to account for the volatility of crypto. That's my why this talk should go down, and state of the crypto industry address. So in a concise overview of the cryptocurrency industry's strength, weakness, opportunities, and renowned crypto expert Andreas explains what's going on the world that makes Bitcoin such a relevant and powerful force. The most important feature of Bitcoin is its neutrality, and the rest of the great things are derived from that. The neutrality is not a lack of principle. Neutrality is a principle itself. I think this article is really comes home, especially in the era of biased algorithms and stuff like that. I think that neutrality is definitely something that has its place in all of our hearts, especially when we're talking about a financial system and all these different things. But we've been seeing some pretty interesting signs, in particular Bitcoin holding 3,550 means next strong move is building. So Josh Rager, an advisor to Token Beacon and Blackwave, recently took to Twitter to convey the analysis regarding Bitcoin's chart. Well, Josh didn't have any explicit predictions due to the non-volatility of BTC's value. He did note that as the cryptocurrency has yet to break under its weekly historical support level, it is likely building its next strong move. And the tweet can be seen right here. This is the individual. So BTC chart. And haven't posted many charts recently with the low volatility of Bitcoin and busy building other projects. Since the 8th of February, BTC has been moving slowly sideways as the next strong move builds. Good if you're trading alts, unless you're buying the one going to zero. Of course, we will be seeing, but this chart sort of does encapsulate a pretty interesting basis for his argument, and I think that it's something that we all need to take note of. Moonbase is a good term. Yeah, I think that Moonbase certainly does encapsulate a lot. That feeling that people get. You have to essentially have a Moonbase. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you need a base. So. I like her. If the life of a crypto holder, you're allowed to hodl one shitcoin that you tell no one about. Huh. Alright, sweetie. Crypto exchange Shapeshift is planning to rebound and reimagine its service this year with a beta beginning on Monday. Crypto Twitter. So I think we're seeing some pretty interesting signs. Now is time to scale up adoption of Bitcoin. We need investment from companies such as Binance, etc., that make millions from us all. They should be the ones that put the ATMs around the world. Yeah, I think that's true. We've been seeing some pretty interesting stuff when it comes down to these ATMs and the availability of them, Bitcoin tourism, cryptocurrency tourism and stuff like that. And the infrastructure is being laid down. The cryptocurrency space is definitely more functional than it gets credit for. The Nash Decentralized Crypto Exchange has a launch date. It will give the user experience a centralized service with the benefit of decentralization. Kind of piece of crap. Big old steaming pile of crap, basically. Anytime you see centralized in crypto in the same sentence, you should pretty much have red flags going off. It's a crap. Anything crypto with centralized is crap. Europe Crypto and Blockchain new roundup 9th and 15th Crypto 2019 February. Sorry about that. I don't know if you guys heard me sneeze. Yeah, I'm not too distracted by the day-to-day price movements. Thanks everybody in the chat saying bless you. I didn't know my sneeze was that loud. But yeah, it's interesting to see how people's bipolar sort of kicks in just when they see a little bit of movement. Ripple unveils XRP Ledger version 1.20 with a slew of new features. So Ripple has always been sort of a love-hate relationship. From what I could tell, it's certainly an interesting crypto with what we've been seeing happening with the banks and stuff. But let's be real, if Ripple didn't have the bodies of power that are aligning behind it, doing what they're doing and putting Ripple, essentially forcing XRP down all of our throats, then it wouldn't be where it is today. That's for sure. Yeah, coin market cap is relatively limited when you want to get a full. But I mean, at the same time, I mean, if you just want a basic idea, you could pretty much get. We made a recent video about Digibyte, and if you guys watched that video, then you would have probably been able to foresee this 7% movement that we did. Yeah, I love all of you all too. Love everybody who is in the chat. I'm gonna even prove it right now. See that? What other live streamer would put a heart in the chat for his audience? North America Crypto and Blockchain News Roundup 19th to 15th February 2019. Shift card sunsets, leaving U.S. crypto card users with few options. Sovereign nations are already settling Bitcoin transactions in Bitcoin. Don't blink. Bitcoin is becoming the global reserve currency right before our eyes, which is pretty I mean, I think that people are so used to seeing like major historical events that we're pretty much just jaded, because the facts are the facts. I mean, Bitcoin, it kind of gets joked about to the point where people don't really get to read in between the lines too much. But I mean, stock exchange operator NASDAQ is adding index for Bitcoin and Ethereum to its global data service later this month. People, read in between the lines. Stock exchange operator NASDAQ is adding indicate, for Bitcoin and Ethereum to its global data service. Company announced Monday that it was partnering with New Zealand-based blockchain data and research firm Brave New Coin to offer information on the two new indices starting February 25th. The Bitcoin Liquid Index BLX and the Ethereum Liquid Index will offer real-time information on the Nasdaq Global Index data service. It's data feed. So I'm just saying, read in between the lines. The writing is on the wall. I think nobody would argue that the potential is there. Art Brock on Twitter says that after some tests are done, Hollow planning something with Firefox. Interesting tweet right there. BTC is the foundation of crypto. Satoshi value in exchanges is real. So we've got some interesting mixed opinions from commenters, but I think it is pretty exciting to see these different developments happening right before our eyes. Well, some people are thinking Bitcoin is overhyped. I actually think we're all underestimating the global impact. I really like this Pomp guy. You should definitely go and follow this guy. With this Nelson Mandela quote, it always seems impossible until it's done. And I'm really waiting eagerly to tell all of the doubters a big fat I told you so when crypto finally takes off. When we're seeing these things in really taking off, but we'll see. These videos will be in the archives. But all that being said, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. It's just been a pretty interesting update, and make sure you let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have